I know a lot of women that are very insecure about the size of their butts. It is a confidence thing for a lot of them. What's your style? And give me the whole rundown.
And there was a horrible trend that I saw coming with the Kardashians that I felt that made a lot of women so insecure. And all my friends are like, I need surgery, surgery, surgery. When I see someone cry in the mirror because they had an indent in their glute and they never wore a bikini, and now they met the love of their life and now they're confident in showing their body, that to me is worth $1 million.
And we should normalize beautifying, whether it's cellular or the stretch marks on the butt. If it's something that bothers you, why not enhance it?
Yeah.
Why not? You're beautifying your home because you want to feel comfortable in it. You're beautifying your home, your vessel, because you want to feel good in it.
Exactly.
I think it's really powerful. I am always happy to have every guest on here, but this one is kind of unique. Iani, registered nurse practitioner, which for those who don't know, there are different levels to becoming a nurse and being within aesthetics. You are really like the Miami aesthetics queen, especially when it comes to non-surgical BBLs.
Absolutely.
Which for a lot could be considered an eye roll or silly. However, there are women that are insecure about their curves.
100%.
So that puts you in a position of power where you're really helping women with their confidence. Who are you and why are you the way you are?
So I actually was born and raised here in Miami, which I love. So once I moved back, I opened my business and I had all my friends and family come to me. But I grew up in a family with zero money. We started from nothing. My parents are immigrants straight from Brazil. And basically, they just instilled a lot of hard work in me that made me feel like I had to work hard, but I wanted to work smarter. So they really instilled going to school. So we went to Catholic, high school, middle school, and we were forced to go to college, but it was a good thing because I got my education, and that's something that my mom always said, no one could take away from you, right? So once I moved back here, I started working a lot on regenerative aesthetics, and a lot of people weren't in tune with that, and I'm more like, I want women to feel like their interior is exposed by their exterior, right? So the way you feel like a rock star inside, I want you to go outside and be like, I don't need makeup, I don't need to put on all this superficial things for me to expose who I am on the inside. So that's when I started with the regenerative aesthetics. And it's so funny that people always say like they have me as like the booty queen, right? So I love butts. I'm Brazilian. That's what we're known for.
Sure.
But the way that I do those procedures, it's everywhere on the body to regenerate your tissue. So I always say I'm always giving you back your skin equity. And that's something that a lot of products can't do. That's why I love the regenerative part of it.
Go deeper into that, because I was actually just DMing with this doctor. I'm sure you've heard of him, Dr. Hallen.
Okay.
The stem cell guy that only uses the, I'm saying his name incorrectly.
I'm going to butcher it too.
I know.
But
the guy who uses only your own fat for stem cells.
Stem cells are the best of the best. I'm not going to lie. About 15 years ago, I studied with a company called US Stem Cell, and I got registered to do adipose-derived stem cells.
Oof.
So it's your own body regenerating itself.
That's what I actually wanted to ask you, because a lot of these, whether it's a nurse practitioner or plastic surgeon, correct me if I'm wrong, they have in the past been using other people's fat. And this, for me, on the spiritual side of it, fat, muscle, all these things hold energy and consciousness. Like when you've heard those stories of heart transfers and then people are like, why am I having weird dreams?
Exactly.
I don't find that to be any different than fat, because fat holds memory and consciousness. What are your thoughts on this?
So I do believe in only using your own tissue to heal yourself.
Nice.
There are other companies that are now making, adipose tissue to give you volume. But the way I say it is more scientific. You're more spiritual. And that's why I love, because it's so synonymous. It's like you're putting someone else's DNA in you.
Right.
And it's going to change something in your person, your human being, your pathology, right? So I don't believe in putting a lot of other people's stem cells or exosomes into your body, which can help, but that's like from mother to child or husband. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Within the family unit. I only use autologous, which means it's from your own body. So that doctor I love only because the doctors that I follow and that I learn from only do it from your own tissue. I'm not trying to get anything synthetic, or right now they have cadaver fat that they're injecting into people.
I saw that.
Yeah, which again, great company. I've tried it before, not on me, on patients, but but it's still something that can be rejected by your body.
Without a doubt.
And that is, for me, I always say it's something mental in women. So I would just rather use your own tissue, your own blood, PRP, all that stuff is regenerative. So I keep it more towards the person because I'm not trying to change anything or have anything rejected in anybody's body, because that's when we start feeling like shit again as women, right? It's like we're always trying to do these like aesthetic procedures to look better, and then something goes wrong because it's rejected because it's synthetic or from another person's body. And
this is so powerful because I feel the same way. And, some people argue with me and everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I mean, this is all really interesting because neuroscience and spirituality and medicine, when they all interweave, mind, body, soul, then you really understand the importance of all three of them. Like I just met with the human garage doctor.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen his
I've
work,
heard.
Gary.
Yeah.
And he's obsessed with fascia. And muscle, and which is fascia for those who don't know. And he taught me so much because when he met his now wife, she was really into spirituality and Kabbalah, and he wasn't. And he comes from a medical background, and she wouldn't date him unless he started studying spirituality, which is so cool. And then he was really tying in his knowledge and understanding of fascia with spirituality and how muscle and tissue holds all of this.
Of course.
And he believes it expanded him times 50. And I think that's why it's so powerful when you do these muscle releases, why it can be so emotional, because you're holding on to so much emotion because it's all storage. Really fascinating.
I think a lot of people don't realize how much stress, tension, outside world things that are happening that we hold in until, let's say, you go get a massage. That's your fascia, that's your muscle. Everything is so tense. I have knots up and down my back, but that's just how my life is now as a woman, as a business owner. But we do have to do things to ground us, to simplify our lives. Obviously, there's stuff that I do at the office, Botox to relax it. That is just a little stepping stone for you to be like, okay, I like the way this feels. So it's funny, like I've never been super spiritual, but every time I go through like a chapter in my life, a life change, I always revert back to meditation, doing my grounding, working out, muscle building more than like cardio, because you know how women just want to be like skinny. No, our muscles literally are feeding our strength, our entire body to keep moving and keep going. So I love that he actually integrated his practice and his relationship into his lifestyle, because it does make a big difference.
Yeah, you would really love his work.
It just skyrockets you to like a different dimension mentally so that you can just put your best foot forward in business, in relationships, family, everything that you had kind of restricted when you're all tensed up.
Yeah.
It just kind of lets it flow. It's just more feminine.
Well, also, where you were saying earlier, how every time you kind of go through something, you revert back to meditation and all these things. And I mean, from my understandings, from my knowledge, all these things that are happening for us is to really help us create a closer relationship to a higher power.
Correct.
That's why it's happening.
Right.
So if you can understand that and leverage your vessel and beautify your vessel, which is the actual vessel to receive light, you're kind of ahead of the curve.
100%. It's funny how you say vessel. Like I always say, like, this is our, like, I forgot even the word because I say it in Portuguese, but we'll use vessel. A lot of people don't understand that the stuff that you do daily is causing harm to your insides. So the foods that you're eating, the water that you're drinking, just the environments that you're in. And it's funny because I used to be a huge party girl.
Really?
Huge party girl
Miami,
back in the day.
You guys have the energy.
Oh my God, I just want to dance all the time. I hear music, there's the beach, it's soccer. And I feel like I was wasting away at such a young age. And then I did have a boyfriend who was like really into meditation, and it was like chakras and like, let's do this together. And that was the best I ever felt in my entire life.
Beautiful.
Internally. And then that's when I started integrating like my business with the aesthetics and regenerative medicine into this. And honestly, it was like little by little, people in the streets would be like, you're glowing. Like, what is going on? And it's, again, it's internal. but you're like taking care of your body on the external too. So I love that you're so spiritual because I want to tap into this so bad.
Girl, I'm going to be bothering you all the time. I'll be like, read this article, do
it.
this,
Oh my God,
learn
send
this.
it to
It's
me,
fun.
please.
It's fun. And then you get to really use it to leverage. I'm writing a coursework right now on how the reason women they love, taking care of themselves, from massages to nails to all this. It doesn't come from nowhere. It's not a coincidence.
Right.
It's because we are designed to create the vessel to receive the light.
Yeah.
So when we are beautifying our vessel, it's actually a very spiritual thing. It's not vanity.
Yeah.
It's innately within us. So it's really interesting. Like once you realize that nothing's a coincidence and all these thoughts and feelings are because women are designed to be like this.
Correct.
And growing up, I was always kind of ashamed for loving these things. I don't know if you were, but it was very harmful because it made me feel really powerful to take care of myself.
Absolutely. Well, I come from a Latin background, and as you know, Latin America, our grandmothers instilled in us the lotions, get a little bit of sun, but then it's sunblock. Like we take care of ourselves, whether it's injectables, whether it's massages, whether it's putting in, weaves, anything to make you feel feminine. You should take care of yourself because that's what we were put on this earth. Like we're a vessel to make children. We are continuation of humanity. So whatever makes you feel better, you should do.
There was a study that came out, I forget when this was, my girlfriend sent it to me, who's Latina, and it was a study that amongst all backgrounds of women, Latinas were number one to spend in beauty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even in countries
yeah.
that were more poor than others, they still spent the most.
It's just like, I feel like it's instilled in our brains, our blood. Like that's what it is. Seriously, from a young age, my mom is like, no, you are wearing skirts. And it's like jelly sandals. Everything has to be very, oh my God, this is the best. But very feminine, and it was like the right shampoos, even though it was more expensive, or getting our nails done. Again, everything to be more feminine. Because the men, I mean, especially the Latin men, they're like very macho.
Very macho, yeah.
So it was just the yin and the yang for
very
our
cool.
culture.
Speaking of aesthetics, things have changed obviously a lot from when we were younger.
Big time.
We obviously are 24 years old.
Yes.
With regenerative aesthetics, I know a lot of women that are not pro peptides and a lot of women that are. I've seen a massive difference in my energy, the way I look, the way I feel, my hair, my skin, everything. And my nurse practitioner, who you should meet, you'd be obsessed with her. She's also Latina.
Okay.
MJ Gandon.
Okay.
I don't know if you know her or have seen her on my page. She's
I have.
amazing.
Yes.
You two would
super
hit it
cute.
off. She's so cute.
I'm sure we would talk all year.
Yeah, I'm going to connect you two because you guys could probably help each other a lot. I love that she also runs my blood to check my markers. Right. You can really use science to gauge where you're at. Obviously, everyone requires different peptides.
Correct.
What are your favorites, perhaps? And even though what's appropriate for you is not necessarily appropriate for me or anyone else, what are you doing to really leverage and enhance your markers, your beauty? What are you doing?
So at my office, I will send for functional blood work. Offices are all different. I think the more markers you get, the more in tune you could see what's going on with the person. So there's clinics that do 40, 80, 160 markers. I think for women, it's good to check everything because we have so much going on. It's the hormones, it's life, it's what we're eating. Our guts are a little bit more sensitive. So for me, there's a couple peptides that I love putting people on cycles because, right, these are just like pathways. I think they're injectable supplements. This is how I inject, or this is how I explain it to my patients. They're injectable supplements. It's stuff we already have in our body. So why not enhance it or make it the healthiest possible at our age? So I think functional medicine is important for everyone, but my favorite peptides, and it's not to be pushy, and I do this a lot on my Instagram. I talk about like Truth Tuesdays. Everyone's like, oh, peptides, it's like the gym bros are all doing it.
Not at all.
So everyone's been doing it. I've been working with my peptide company since 2012.
Oh, wow.
So all
MJ
these,
said insulin's a peptide, and that's been around forever.
the GLPs, like Samoralin, like there's so many things that are considered peptides that people just like to put in their own categories. So since I've been using them for so long, I see what it does to regenerate our mind, our body, soul, everything, because you're working at the best potential possible. So right now there's just a couple more on the market that are more popular. I've tried everything, and I love anything that comes into my clinic, I try first. Me, my staff, my family, we're all guinea pigs. When I see something that works, because I want to see results, that's what we do. So I think every woman should be on the copper peptide.
For sure.
I explain this all the time to my patients. It's the first time in 6 years that I'm not wearing acrylics. My nails are gross, but these are not acrylics. These are my actual nails, and I've always had brittle nails, right? They put the gel on top of it, but they're my nails.
Powerful.
I do have extensions.
Same. We talked about this earlier. Even though we have fake hair, we're working on the health of our real hair simultaneously.
And we see it.
Peptides.
You see it sprout. I have like all these little, I call them little Ashantis, but it's like
Ashantis.
like little hairs sticking out.
All of this is from peptides and from minoxidil,
which I love.
Which is
you
crazy.
have to, again, you have to do stuff inside and outside.
Agreed.
It's not just one and done. And that's why I think I like the peptides so much, because I tell people one's working on one thing, one's going to work on skin, hair, nails, one's going to work on inflammation, which everyone has inflammation on their body.
Yep.
So I try to have a conversation in the consultation, like, what are you feeling? What are you lacking? What do you want to feel? And people are like, why are you asking me this? I'm like, I want to know, like, okay, you're a CEO of a company. Yes, I have a stack that's called CEO stack, but that's because I already know that we're running a business. You know, we have thousands of employees.
Kids,
we're
this,
traveling.
that,
Yes, you have to manage all these things. So there's something for energy. There's something for sleep. There's something for libido. So I always ask them, like, what are you feeling now? And what do you want to feel? Or what do you feel you're lacking? And as soon as they tell me that, then I could kind of pinpoint dosage and what peptide I'm going to put you on. Like I said, I think every woman should be on the GHKCU, the copper peptide. I mean, your skin is going to start glowing, and it's not something that you're going to notice. It's something on the streets. Because it happened to me within 3 weeks of starting it. I went to, I think I was in Park City for some reason, and a girl from across the room walked up to me and she goes,
what's going on?
Yeah, she goes, I just want to let you know that you walked in here and you're absolutely glowing.
Aww,
and I was like,
that's so nice.
Yes, when
that's
another
cool.
woman compliments you like that, and you've been working internally on yourself, it does make you radiate a little bit more.
Of course.
So I think one thing that's really important for women, our cortisol levels are all up. There's not one person that I haven't done blood work on since COVID that their cortisol is normal, unless they've already taken something for that.
What are some quick things you can do around the home that can help with that?
Cortisol, for your cortisol. So I like low dim lighting. I always play like relaxing music. Like even my dog knows that when we go to sleep, we're listening to classical music.
Do you have the hatch alarm?
I don't.
Life-changing.
Really?
Yeah, I can't believe I only bought it 2 months ago.
Okay.
My girlfriend suggested it. It gives you a meditation to put you to sleep, and then you wake up to this like glowing light, beautiful sounds, birds chirping. It's unbelievable, and it forces you to not, I mean, I plug my phone into the other room now so I can actually unwind. Absolutely.
It's a game changer.
I mean, you're going to love it so much. You're going to tell every patient of yours to buy it. It's really,
send me the
really
link.
powerful, and it really does help with cortisol levels.
It does, because before my alarm used to be like the
horrible,
and I would wake up in a panic, in a bad mood. I didn't want to go to exercise. So anything that like smells, again, I like candles. I know that they're probably not the best for you, but scents that calm you down. I love taking bubble baths.
Same.
To me, being in silence, because my whole life is so chaotic and I'm always out and about and traveling. When I get into my home, I want to, again, meditate, put on a nice movie, just relax, a couple candles, water, just literally relaxing. And actually, I need to see water.
What sign are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, interesting.
My birthday was just last Monday.
Yeah.
But it's taken a lot of internal work to get to where I'm at, because I used to like the chaos in my life.
Yeah.
And now everything is about peace.
Yeah.
So even at home, it's classical music all the time. In the morning, sometimes I'll like ramp it up with like a little bit of motivational stuff just before I go to the gym.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do at home translates to how I perform at work.
Without a doubt.
So I need to have like a calm place, a peaceful place. That is like one of the things that I put on like my New Year's goals. I want to find people who bring me peace, because I'm always you'll see me. I do this at work a lot. And they're like, what's
Pulse
wrong?
check.
I'm like, okay, I drank coffee. I have a lot of patience today. I have to do this. I have to follow up with this. I just want peace.
Yeah.
That is what I'm looking for in my 40s.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it also helps you pull that in too.
Oh, yeah.
You can only attract what you are, not what you want.
Exactly.
So if that's what you want in a significant other, then you got to be it too.
For sure.
That's really, really, really cool. I want to talk more about BBLs because I'm not educated in it, and I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Give me pretend I'm 5 years old and break it down for me.
In layman's terms. Gotcha.
Correct. In terms of also, can you do it not going fully under? Can you do it partially? Like, what's the recovery? Why would someone do it? I know a lot of women that are very insecure about the size of their butts because, being in Miami, they want curves. Perhaps they were always so skinny, they couldn't gain a curve. It is a confidence thing for a lot of them. What's your style? And give me the whole rundown.
So coming from a Brazilian background, I've always seen, beautiful bodies, butts. And then there was a horrible trend that I saw coming with the Kardashians that I felt that made a lot of women so insecure. And all my friends are like, I need surgery, surgery, surgery. So I've had a lot of friends do the BBL surgery, and I'm totally for surgery. Like, you want to change something, go for it,
sure.
do it. But I think people just got so obsessed and in excess with it. So when I saw that, I actually had 3 of my girlfriends pass away from complications of BBLs. So,
Whoa.
and I do it in the office before. It wasn't like my main procedure. So then I was like,
How
know
intense
what?
were these surgeries that they passed?
They're aggressive. Now there's more compliancy with the surgeries, but before it was just like, I know doctors during COVID that were doing 20 in a day and letting their nurse practitioners finish it.
Stop.
Miami has we're the number one state, number one city of deaths from BBLs. And again, I've even had clients after the fact that I've made this procedure pass away because they went into surgery. Now, it's not just one surgery, they do multiple, and you're not supposed to do that. Your body cannot take that much anesthesia. So long story short, I went back and I patented a couple procedures on how to do the BBL non-surgical with no downtime. And I use a biostimulator, which these to me are a game changer. I don't know why people haven't been using them. They've been out for like 25 years. So like Sculptra or Radius.
Love Sculptra.
I love Sculptra for the face. I do not use it for the body. Radius is more malleable to your tissue and it retains a lot better and longer. So you get like volume, your collagen, your elastin, angiogenesis, which is very important. We need blood perfusion to these areas because if not, we get flaccidity, we get laxity. And that's where most women who don't work out get that like saggy butt or like, those like 2 little holes in the bottom because we're always sitting down. So,
and that's really where what you do can only go so far if
Correct.
you're not also building muscle.
Oh, you have
You can only
to.
do so much as a practitioner.
Correct.
I'm sure you
Correct.
tell your clients that.
So I always say there's so many different ways to grow our skin tissue, right? Especially in our glutes. The muscle is the biggest. You're going to get the best results by working out. And women are scared to look bulky, but it's necessary for us in our longevity. Like if you want to live longer, you need those muscle fibers because that's what's going to make you move.
Martha Graff has been pushing me hardcore. Like I love to work out. It keeps my mind right. But she's been pushing me hardcore to do even more squats and to take more creatine.
Love Martha. She's
a
dear
big
friend.
pusher
She's
on
great.
muscle growth and creatine. And it works.
And she looks great.
She looks ridiculous.
I saw her like 2 weeks ago. I was like, you don't need anything. Keep doing your muscle.
She's not playing around.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
she's a walking billboard for what she's preaching, you
exactly.
know? And it's like you can only do so much as a practitioner. You do your job and then the woman goes home.
Right.
And she thinks it's game over. That's not the way it works.
Right. And so I try to give them like a workout plan. Like I've had a million different trainers, get like, booty exercises because that's what all the girls want. It's like legs and booty. It is like our trunk for our tree. So I do let them know you have to be hydrated because that's my problem. This is I know I need to be drinking more water. But you have to stay hydrated because our body just runs on water, right? Let's just say like that's our gasoline.
Are we 85 or 90% water?
Yep, 85% water, I'm sorry, 85% water. And then you know what? When you do your functional blood work, you can tell with certain markers how dehydrated you are.
Oh yeah,
I'm constantly
MJ
dehydrated.
always yells at me. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I'm like, "Give me an IV. Let's go."
Worst.
I'm talking all day. I can't be drinking water because then I'm in the bathroom.
Give
It's
me
this
the
whole thing.
IV.
But
Only in our world could
I know,
we like
it's so
say so.
quick.
It's like just do it because
I'm in bed and I'll tell my nurse, I'm like, "Come over really quick. Just can you do my IV?"
That's so nice.
But anyway, any means possible to get hydration, that's what you should do. But it is a couple different layers. You have the outside, you have your fat layer, then you have your muscle. So there's different ways that you can make your tissue healthy and grow. And so when I do the BBL, the biostimulator creates all this, what we're lacking.
Which is Radiesse. You're obsessed with Radiesse.
I'm a Radiesse girl. I actually use it so much. I was actually one of the main buyers from the company that I started speaking for them. I became a medical director for them. So I love Radiesse. I feel like you could put it from head to toe and you're going to have a good outcome, because what it's doing is it's creating everything that you have in your extracellular matrix. It's breaking down our proteins, our collagen, elastin, everything that I was talking about. It's bringing it back to that. So that's why I say, like, you're investing in your skin equity. I'm not just putting a filler, which I've seen a bunch of people in Miami. You could put hyaluronic acid. It goes away in 3-4 months. It looks great and hydrated, but you're not getting anything out of it.
It's not building over time.
Nothing.
Which is what you say,
Correct.
beautifully stated, skin equity.
Skin equity. So it's funny because everyone thinks the word BBL is so controversial, so negative. And I've always said my BBL is a non-surgical, athletic looking BBL.
Beautiful.
We can make it big. We can take out, we can remove cellulite, stretch marks, just give you like almost what it would look like to have a filtered glute, but it's used in every decade of life. I have 60-year-olds coming in who are tennis players. They exercise a lot, and it's just for the laxity. You don't have to do a BBL to look exaggerated. Like that's a tacky look. Nobody likes that. I'm looking for like an athletic, classy, healthy tissue in the glutes, and most of my clients get it, so they know that it's a maintenance as well.
Beautiful.
Just like anything else that we do, but it gives them their confidence back, because as you're lifting the glutes, it's removing a little bit of cellulite on the thighs. And women, we're so self-conscious, and people are always like pinpointing stuff that we do, have to do better, exercise better. They don't realize that our lives are so chaotic. So this little thing actually brings so much confidence to women. And I hate that it's so superficial in so many other people's eyes. But for me, when I see someone cry in the mirror because they had an indent in their glute and they never wore a bikini, and now, they met the love of their life and now they're confident in showing their body, that to me is worth $1 million. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, I've always been really, really confident in something that always bothered me, because I was very, very, very thin as a child, but I was very athletic. But I always had cellulite, every woman under the butt. And it definitely can take a toll on your confidence for sure. And we should normalize beautifying, whether it's cellulite or the stretch marks on the butt. If it's something that bothers you, why not enhance it?
Yeah.
Why not?
But also,
we have homes that we fix over time.
Exactly.
It's no different.
Exactly.
You're beautifying your home because you want to feel comfortable in it. You're beautifying your home, your vessel, because you want to feel good in it.
Exactly.
I think it's really powerful.
And so how I explain the Radiesse to people, it's calcium based, right? So again, people do a lot of like bad research on it. It is bioidentical, and it will disintegrate over time as the collagen is building over it. So I can't take that collagen away from you, what that medicine gave to you, right? So I tell a lot of people, like, once you get this done, you're gonna love it. But again, you need to take care of your internal body to make this look the best on the outside. So I've even had males do that.
Yeah,
all
why
the
not?
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Like, I don't just use that product in the glutes, even though I have like patents on it, which is why like they just come out so round and juicy and beautiful and like you're ready to go to the beach the next day. But this is like for crepey arms, for inside of our legs. We start getting little creases everywhere.
Yeah.
It's used everywhere. Décolletage for necks. It's just rejuvenating. So,
not me coming into your office next to you being like, girl, what are we doing?
Get me in here right now. So.
No, but it's fun. And also with the advances in science,
Yeah.
it's what a time to be
Oh my God.
alive and be a woman and have energy and look and feel your best. I look and feel better at 37 than I did at 24.
You do not look 37.
Yeah,
At all.
37.
Yeah.
But girl, I be doing the most. When people are like, oh, it's because you're, really in tune with yourself and you really really go inward? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm also doing all the other things too, because I know if I'm not doing all those things in coherence, no one's happy, because I'm not myself and I'm not on it. I become, I'm not in a good mood. It's a huge, huge game changer for me. Huge game changer.
It's multi-layer, I tell people.
Multi-layered.
It's
just
not
like the body tissue and the fat and the muscles,
exactly.
multi-layered.
It's not just one thing you need to do. And I feel like that's what I try to reiterate to my patients. You can't just come in for one thing. It's like we're trying to create the strongest version of yourself externally so that, again, internally it's exuding out externally. So it's hard to talk to the younger generation, I would say, now rather than the older generation. Like everyone my age, 40 and over, like they listen to me, they get it. I've lived through it. But like I have a little sister who's 26. And the one thing that I do like about that generation, they don't drink.
No.
Which is very important.
And
because
alcohol's so inflammatory to the body.
So
they can't stand it
inflammatory.
where they're doing shrooms or CBD.
Yeah, they're all in the like psychedelics and stuff. They're more woke. But it's it's like they actually don't think that they need this maintenance until it's too late. So that's what I try to educate people on. I'm like, start little. You don't need a lot. I'm not trying to change your face or your body. It's little by little. When you see something, you fix it. It's just like when you have a sock out of the drawer, go put it back. Same thing. It's organizing your life. So I
Give
try.
us 3 tips that you tell her that she should start in her 20s.
Hydration. I love that she's not drinking alcohol, because in my generation, we love to drink wine every single night. So hydration, number 1. She has started coming to the gym with me every single morning. Nice. It's like a routine. 8 a.m. I'm in the gym weight training.
Nice.
I don't even do cardio at all.
What's the weight number?
I started getting heavy.
Nice.
So what I try to tell people is like start at a weight that you can and then start building up every week 2 to 5 pounds until you think that you can't lift anymore. But again, those muscle fibers is what's going to give you the longevity in your life. It's going to keep you moving.
Muscle memory. That's like Gary from Human Garage.
Yeah.
He's like, it holds memory. So once you start increasing, it can hold it.
Yeah.
It's like consciousness.
Yeah, it is.
It's really fascinating. I'm going to send you so much stuff to like look
so
at. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
It's really cool because there really is such a massive tie. Okay, so hydration, weight training, and for the most part, I tell her sleep. Yeah,
nobody believes me, and I swear I have turned into a hibernating bear.
I can't believe you even have to tell people that.
I mean,
that's when you regenerate.
Most of my friends don't sleep more than like 4 to 5 hours.
Shut up.
And I'm like, how are you functioning? If I sleep 4 to 5 hours, I'm a monster the next day. Like, don't come around.
You really have to repeat yourself about that?
Sleep. Like, my friends are like, I can't sleep. I have so much on my brain. I'm like, so then you need to figure out something. Right. Let's do blood work. Let's figure something out, because sleep is where you're going to regenerate everything. If you're not in a good mood, you're not hydrated, you're not exercising, your vessel is going to be tapped out.
I have an incredible nighttime routine, and I think you're actually going to appreciate this. Like, only women that like love this stuff get it. I use the Osea, the vagus nerve mist, which actually really, it's not BS. It really does work. I have one of the chili pads, like the cooling mattress, so it helps me stabilize my heat at night. I have my Hatch machine thing. I do my red light, which is like a kind of like near my bed or adjacent. I have the mouth tape.
Do you?
Yeah.
So you sleep like a mummy.
I look crazy, but I sleep so well because then I also inject myself with Sermolian. Am I saying that incorrectly? Probably.
It's a peptide.
Yes.
Okay, Sermorelin.
Yeah, Sermorelin.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
I sleep like a baby. And then in Israel, I got these pills that are all natural herb, like a herbal supplement. I take one of those. Girl,
That's a great
I'm on
routine.
a different planet.
I mean, you could put me on the floor right now and I'll fall asleep. Like,
for real?
I'm a great sleeper. Like, I do not need
I don't need any help
for sleep. Like, on a plane, before we take off, I am already lights out.
Yeah, because you're working like crazy.
Yeah. So but I feel my body. If I don't get enough sleep, I will, like, everyone's like, move out of her way.
I think it's crazy to me that you have to tell people that they need to sleep a proper amount. Like, I would assume everyone would understand that.
I think I'm the only normal one of my friends that actually sleeps 7, 8 hours. I could sleep 10, 12. Like on weekends, sometimes I won't even open my shades. I'll go exercise, go out for a walk or something. But if I'm exhausted from the week and just speaking with people and traveling, or I am okay staying at home, candles lit, sheets down, sheets on the floor.
You're gonna love my house. Everyone's at my house chilling, candles, scents, red light. You're gonna be like, well, this is it. Like all of my girlfriends are always at my home because it feels peaceful and calm, and that's where you turn off.
Yeah.
And your home needs to be like that, and you need to sleep. I don't understand how this is even a discussion.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. In 7 hours, I'm not as kind as I am on 8.
Yeah. It's funny because I won't even let like friends sleep over and stuff, because when they do wake up, it's the TV. I hear the fridge and I'm just like, oh my God, this is why I love living by myself.
Yeah.
It's my own time, my own music, my own, alarms. But there is something calming about when I moved to the beach, living on the water. Because when I wake up...
Are you in Edgewater or like over here?
I'm on the Venetian.
Me too.
Yeah, on Venetian Drive.
I don't want to say our addresses.
Well, anyways, Venetian. So,
yeah, me too.
When I wake up and my shades
so you
are
must
going,
know Gabby that owns Ject.
I don't.
She's on Venetian too.
Okay.
That's
I haven't met Gabby, but I know Ject came from New York and they opened.
Yeah, she's super cool too. And she's a nurse practitioner.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, introduce me.
Yeah,
I need new friends in the industry that are not haters.
Venetian. That's so weird.
Yeah, but it's like when you see the water, like yesterday I saw stingrays jumping and dolphins, and I was like, I am at peace.
I can't believe we live here. I know.
And I wouldn't change it for the world.
Same.
Of everywhere that I've lived in Miami, on the water is where it's at. And I mean, I have a lot of friends that live in Edgewater too.
Yeah.
I like the high view on the water and everything, but this is just like peace.
Oh, it's so heavenly.
I know.
I wake up every morning and I'm like, I can't believe I live here.
Yeah.
Such a special place to be, especially for women. It's so safe.
It's
so calm. It's just a very healthy place. Miami has this, people still assume, which is crazy, that Miami is just partying and just drugs.
No.
But the health and wellness scene here is
Huge.
unbelievable. And there's so many women like us that have really been diving deep into it and really respect it. And it's really cool. I think it's the next. I think Miami and Saudi are going to be the health hubs of the world.
So I actually went to Saudi, and my PR agent, Gwen, is so amazing. And I went out there for a women's summit with Alicia Keys.
No way.
And, we're talking about what makes us healthy, what, mentally, spiritually, physically.
Yeah.
And they're doing a lot with health and wellness. I'm planning on going back. I was supposed to go to a summit recently, but living even on the Venetian, you see how everyone's exercising and just
24/7.
Like everyone's happy. It's their dogs, it's their bike, it's the rollerblading. That to me is motivating because I know that internally is going to help me long term.
Without a doubt.
So honestly, for me, Miami has been the best thing to move back to, and I will fight anybody on it.
Same.
When they say, "Oh, Miami's so superficial."
Same. I knew you were going to say that.
You
Same.
can find really good people and you could find really shitty people. And I've seen both, because on the weekends I see all the partiers and what they're doing. And they're like, I just got back home. Now we're going to Soho and we're going to... And it's not intriguing to me. It's actually, I'm like, grow up. Your body, your breath smells like alcohol. Your bags under your eyes are swollen.
I know when you're dating, because similar, you can smell when a man's not taking care of himself.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You can smell it.
100%.
And you're just like, even if they look good, if they are successful, you can smell. When you are in aesthetics or you're spiritual and you've done work on yourself, you can smell when people don't take care of themselves.
Exactly.
And it's really repelling.
Yeah. Like I know a lot of the young kids, they're like, I got the ick. I'm like, oh, now I say it all the time. I'm like, you're giving me the ick.
Wait, speaking of breath, I feel like we could talk for freaking hours. I just bought this brand off Amazon called Uncle Harry's.
I've heard of it.
Okay. I try to do a lot of things non-toxic, but there's certain chemicals I'm addicted to, like skincare, whatever.
Right.
Crest 3D White was always a staple in my home.
Right.
My girlfriend told me about this because it's clay. It's like all natural. I was like, it's probably not going to work. It is next level. It's so cheap. It makes your mouth feel like it just went through a tidal wave.
Oh, I love that.
It's insanity.
And a lot of people suffer from dry mouth, a lot, because again, we're not hydrating, you're eating the wrong foods, a lot of salt. So actually this is fantastic. You're gonna have to send me that too.
Yeah, Uncle Harry's and Hatch, really like, wow. The things that are coming out now, I'm like, this is crazy, but I feel like a lot of people are reverting back to more natural substances while using things like regenerative medicine. So the blend of science and old school tradition, merging both of those things together and knowing people like you that do that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. I also think a lot of people just got into this phase where they wanted to all look the same and overdone and overfilled and too much of everything, right? And Miami, I guess, is a city of excess. So it's nice to meet people like you and my girl Martha. Like, we're like healthy girls.
Yeah.
You know, we still have like little bad tendencies, but we're doing good in life because our insides are healthy. So I feel like I'm glad that this excess trend is out and people are taking care of themselves a little bit more now.
For sure.
Some people are late on the trend, but for the most part, I see more of like 30s and above. They're really intuitive with their insides and what it's showing on the outside. Pimples, what is that telling you? You're eating like crap. Right. It's the
everything external. I know you're going to agree with this.
100.
Everything external is a reflection of what's going on internally. And instead of band-aiding it with Accutane and Xanax and all these crazy amounts of things, deal with it at the root.
Correct. And people don't want to do that. I think people are scared to do that, to look internally and see that there's something wrong. But I try to change their mindset. I would rather know what's wrong and let's fix it. Sure. Why would you not want to fix something? It's just like a Band-Aid, right? You're going to fix a cut. You're going to go get surgery. You have to fix, your pencil with your eyebrow, fix it. If not, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. I forgot what saying it was. Agreed. It's like the longer you stay on the train, the more expensive the ride back's going to be. I'm probably saying that completely wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either, but it's something like that.
It's very expensive when you don't take care of it.
Stay on the wrong train too long, it's like more so I think about dating guys.
Yeah,
but
same thing
in
with
everything.
Health.
Same
everything
thing with
in
health.
excess.
Yeah.
So if you're not fixing it now, it's just going to get worse. And then there's going to be more complications. So let's just get to the root of it and let's fix it right now. It might take a couple months, but instead of taking a couple years, we're doing it now.
Well, it's funny you say that. I met with the Pronovo team. I'm like, why the hell is everyone not doing this? This scan's insane. They're scanning you from your forehead to your pinky toe for hours, and they know everything that's going on. I was like, everyone should be doing this. Why are they not? The girl at the front desk said, Liz, even my mom refuses to do this and she gets it for free. And it's because fear.
Yeah, it's the fear.
They don't want to know because they just don't want to know.
Yeah.
And I find that to be really fascinating. I think it's very embedded in American culture where it's like, sometimes I just don't want to know. And it's like, no, you got to know what's going on.
So I do a lot of Instagram posts on, mental health, especially when it comes to the aesthetics. But I feel like a lot of the internet, and this is the reason why I think a lot of humanity is just like always in fear. And it's a fear mongrel place. Everything, like anything that I see on peptides, negative, 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 negative. I'm like, I have not had a bad reaction, a patient upset. It's only helped people in the right hands and the right dosage and the right, injection plate. It's just the way that people explain things will always be in fear. And that's what I feel like just everywhere we go, everything is fear, instilling fear in people.
Well, if we heal our bodies and our consciousness and all of that, then we aren't part of the sick system where we're constantly being told to take drugs and to
mask it.
Be promiscuous, take drugs, get sick. It's part of this system that keeps people in the matrix.
Yeah.
And that's how you control people.
Right.
So if you can actually heal yourself through food and peptides and all these things that help advance our bodies, then you're no longer part of the system. And what fun is that if people can't control you and make money off of you?
I was just about to say that. Fear and control keep people stagnant. And I hate that. So whenever I have a woman who is feeling bad about themselves or just fearful, I'm like, what are you scared of? To be better, to do better, to feel better? Like, your life is going to get better. You just have to pinpoint what's wrong and then fix it.
Fear is your consciousness signaling to you that you can evolve, you just are stuck.
Yeah.
Fear is something to actually take note of, not to sit in.
Right.
It's really interesting. There's this new Netflix movie, I think, that just came out like a few weeks ago. It's something I want to watch. It's called like Lock and Key or something like that.
Okay.
And it talks about the human consciousness. And in one of the parts of the show, Fear is like this ugly monster, but it looks like her, but the really scary,
Inside,
rotten version of her. And she attacks her. And the guy was like, what the hell? What is that? It's like an alternate universe.
Right.
She's like, it's Fear.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I want to
It's
see
like a
the
scary
show
house.
so bad. Yes.
I've seen
Yes.
I think there's a first season. I saw it a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
And it is. It's a psychological mind.
It is.
Very interesting. You should watch it.
Oh,
Actually.
yeah, I know. I literally
should
just got
watch it.
served like a video on it on TikTok this
Yeah.
morning, and I sent it to my rabbi. I was like,
You're
you
so
gotta
funny.
watch this.
You're like, I'm doing
He's
this
like, okay,
tonight.
Liz.
It's a little out there. It's extreme in
Yeah.
some parts, but
But it's meant to be, so it forces you to think.
right. I just think that a lot of people don't look into, again, the fixing part of it, and then they stay stuck. So I love that when women come into my office, it gives me, whatever time that we have for me to talk them up. There's not one person that leaves my office upset.
Beautiful.
I will never and what's funny is that they always come into my office. I'm like a psychologist too.
Of course.
They come
MJ
in,
always says, she's like, I'm a therapist.
I'm exhausted by the time I get home, which is
Yeah.
why I need to like woosah and just chill and like sleep. And I actually love to hear about this because no one comes into my office to see me. They come in because they're not feeling good about themselves. And when they leave, they're happy. And again, it could be the most superficial thing. I could even put 1 unit of Botox and they were complaining about a million different things. And they're like, because we spoke. We talked about what's internal, and I'm super non-judgmental. I will listen to anybody with anything, any problems, and I'm always there to give like a positive light on it, which I wish someone could do that for me. I need a therapist.
Healers
now.
need healers.
Yeah,
Healers need healers.
it's true.
It's the truth.
But that's the most important thing when people come into my office. You're not going to leave feeling like shit from my office. You're going to feel empowered. All the women in my office are empowered. Everyone feels beautiful. If there's something wrong, I'm like, let's go outside. Let's talk about it. What can we do to fix it? For every problem, I need 3 solutions.
Beautiful.
Everyone in my office knows that. If someone starts, cattiness or starts talking bad about the other or a patient, they're rolling their eyes. I'm like, no.
Nope,
This
none
is
of
not
that.
your time. This is their time to feel good. And obviously they're paying money for this, but it's them internally coming here because they're trying to fix something that's wrong and they don't know what it is.
Beautiful.
So they're going to try to figure it out. So I try to encourage them. Sometimes I'll even tell patients, you don't need anything. You just came here to talk to me. It's totally fine. Get out.
That's all good. It's
Yeah.
like, come on in. Yeah.
And honestly, I get flowers, I get thank you cards, and I'm like, honestly, it does make it more, I think in Portuguese, so sometimes the words doesn't come out in English, but
Was
I
Portuguese
feel
your first language?
Yeah.
Wow, you would never know.
And I speak Spanish too.
Oh my God, you would
won't
never
even-
know.
You would never know. But
Such a tourist thing. That's so funny.
but I just feel so complete when I hear that I changed someone's mindset, because especially women, we're so in our minds about everything that it's like, let's just chill out. Again, solutions to every problem. There's always something that we could do to make it better.
On that note, where can women find you? And do you accept patients out of town?
Yes. So most of my patients are transient. Like they fly all over the United States to come and see me. I'm located in downtown Miami, and I am a concierge office. So it's by appointment only, but I accept all lovely people to come over.
And where can everyone find you on social media and what handles?
So it's Bella Vida Aesthetics. And that's my TikTok, my Instagram, my website, bellavidaesthetics.com. Honestly, you put Bella Vida in somewhere, I'll pop up right away.
Amazing. Thanks for
Yeah.
being here. And
Oh
thanks
my God,
for
thank
helping
you
women.
so much. This
You're
is amazing.
doing your part.
No, thank you so much.
You're
I got a
doing your
lot
part.
out of this from you too.
I know. I'm
gonna
like,
be
this
waiting
is
for all the
great. You're
emails
gonna
and
be
texts.
like, you're gonna
That's
be
it.
like, at the end
I'm
of it,
coming
you're gonna be
over.
like, I'm sick of your ass.
I'm coming over. We're gonna do red light therapy together.
Thank you so much
No,
for being
thank you.
here.
I appreciate
this
you.
was fun. Thank you.